It might sound a bit over the top, but honestly, I'll never be the same because of the red tea detox, and I'm so thankful. I've always been incredibly embarrassed when it comes to my looks. I wasn't ugly per se, but I was never able to lose the extra weight around my stubborn areas. You know, the butt, belly, and thighs. I tried loads of different diets, mostly whatever was trending that month. And for the most part, they just never got me to the shape I wanted to be at. And I couldn't figure out why. I was doing everything right, but no matter how hard I worked at it, the weight just wouldn't come off like it was supposed to. Then one of my friends was talking about the red tea detox. At first I thought it was just another diet that wasn't going to work for me, another dead end. But then he started explaining that one of the biggest reasons for stubborn weight problems is actually the buildup of toxins in the body. And beyond that, the fastest and best way of losing weight is by fully removing those toxins with a mysterious voodoo tea found deep in the heart of Africa. I knew I had to find out more. Before the red tea detox, I had no idea how bad the problem really was. These toxins were almost everywhere, in the food we eat, in the water we drink. Heck, they're even in our air. This was all news to me, and even more frustrating was the fact that these toxins were holding me back from losing weight the entire time. After following Liz's detox plan, the fat practically disappeared from my stubborn areas. In fact, they were finally gone after the first week. I'm now 16 pounds lighter and 20 times more confident. But more than anything else, I finally found an answer to why my hard work and sacrifice just wasn't working. So thanks, Liz. You've changed my life.
To tell you the truth, I thought there was no way this was going to work. I mean, drink a bunch of African voodoo tea to lose weight? I've had a lot more heavy-duty weight loss products other than tea before, and it didn't help me any. But after sticking to the red tea detox for a couple of weeks now, I have to say that this is the first time I was actually happy to be wrong. The thing is, I've been a bit heavy for most of my life, and for as long as I can remember, I really tried to lose extra weight. Low carb, paleo, Atkins, vegan, gluten-free, I was on them all. But none really ever helped me shed the pounds and keep them off for good. And it didn't help that my friends who were on the very same plans actually saw results too. I was frustrated. I was resentful. And eventually, I was just done trying. After all, what was the point? Nothing ever worked for me. But years after I threw in the towel, I stumbled across Liz's red tea detox, and something about it gave me just enough hope to try one last time. And let me tell you, I am so relieved I did. Because after decades of not responding to literally hundreds of different diets, I finally found something that actually works. I dropped 10 pounds in the first 2 weeks alone, and I'm down 27 pounds total. And best of all, I've never been on a simpler, tastier plan in my life. It's easy to follow, clearly laid out, and was never, ever a hassle. Plus, I wasn't always starving like the other plans I'd been on. In fact, it didn't even feel like I was dieting at all. I was comfortable, energized, and focused the whole way through. This is the thinnest and happiest I've felt in years. And it's all thanks to the red tea detox. But more than anything else, I'm just so excited that I finally found a program that actually works.
I just cannot stop talking about the red tea detox system. My friends are so tired of me bringing it up, and my husband finally agreed to try it just to get me to show up about it. Well, and he saw the wonders it worked for me, and he loves it, so it was really a godsend for me and my family. And I just cannot believe an entire African tribe was sitting on this amazing secret for so long. So where do I even begin with describing it? It's so simple to follow, and I never got confused about what I was supposed to be doing on that day. Liz makes sure to explain everything you need to know so that you never get tangled up with it. And I was a little worried about the tea at first, but once I actually tried it, I was actually blown away at how delicious it was. And plus, Liz gives you loads of different ways to prepare it, so I never got bored with it. Tea lattes, smoothies, slushies, even popsicles are all included. But most importantly of all, the red tea detox actually really truly works. And not just a little, it worked a lot. And I've been on it for over a month now, and I'm already down 22 pounds. Yeah, 22 pounds. And as a mother of 2 young kids, I really couldn't be any happier than I am with this diet. Ever since starting a family, I haven't had a whole lot of time for exercise, and my days are a whirlwind of extracurricular activities, carpooling, keeping the house clean, and preparing meals. So when I finally got a free second, I really don't want to spend it on my feet. And beyond that, there simply isn't enough time in the day to make a separate breakfast, lunch, and dinner for myself along with everyone else's. So the red tea detox solved both of those problems for me. I could exercise when I wanted to, but it wasn't required, and I could still eat most of the same meals my family was having. No double cooking, and that means more time to do what I love most.
I have to say, going on the red tea detox was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I lost an incredible amount of weight, 12 pounds in only 2 weeks, and more importantly, I learned how to keep it off permanently. In the end, it exceeded every single one of my expectations. And for someone like me, that's saying a lot. You see, I'm no stranger to diets. I've been on a few here and there, but for the most part, I've always been very selective when it comes to choosing one that's right for me. I won't hop on just any bandwagon trend that's sweeping the morning talk shows. No. For me, the key factors here are science. Is the diet actually grounded in scientific evidence? What makes it different than the rest? Are the ingredients proven to work? In my line of work as an investor, you'd be a fool if you jumped into any decision without first taking into account all the facts. And when you think about all the time and effort that goes into following a weight loss plan, deciding on a proper diet is simply no different. As a result, Liz's red tea detox was absolutely perfect for me. It took me through literally everything I'd always wanted to know about how to lose weight. The biology behind it, the importance of certain nutrients, the influence of factors like stress and toxins. It was an informative read that helped me truly understand weight loss, so I could keep the pounds off forever. While I saw results after only the first week, this was more than a quick fix for shedding a few extra pounds. Instead, it was actually a long-term investment in knowledge that gave me complete control over my body's weight for good. And when you combine that with an easy-to-use plan and downright delicious drink, you've got a winner in my book. For someone whose life is driven by making smart decisions, there simply isn't a better weight loss program out there. Thanks for making a detox program that truly makes sense, Liz.